This video will show you how to access SORA, which is powered by Overdrive, and it allows you to get audiobooks and ebooks from the library. It is something that you could do on a computer. You could also download the SORA app by Overdrive onto your phone or iPad or other device in order to access ebooks and audiobooks in that way. First, we're going to show you how to do it through a computer and accessing and setting your account. You'll probably come to this screen. You may also end up at this screen here, and we are a part of the MLS Commonwealth ebook collection. Down here, you could see there is also the option to change the language in which you're reading all of the text here at SORA. It does not change the text of the actual book, just the text of the website. So you'll click on the green, My School is part of the MLS Commonwealth School. You will then click here to find your school, and you're going to scroll all the way down to Monument Mountain Regional High School. You're going to sign in. And you do need to sign in using your BHRSD, your school email, and it will automatically authenticate you and get you in. So we'll start here at the home page. And here at the home page, if any of your teachers have assigned books to you, those will show up right there. It will show you what books you already have out or audiobooks you already have out on loan, and it will show you any notes or highlights you've taken on books. In order to set up your account, which you'll probably want to do first, I've already done mine, but yours might look a little different. So you would click here. And if you clicked on your name, you could automatically change your name if you want it to be called something else. You could click here and pick a different icon for yours. It will also show you any achievements or badges that you've earned here at SORA. Under here as well, you could double the amount of library books that you have access to. If you have a library card to your public library, you could go ahead and add that here as well. If you had any books on hold, you could see those, and it would show you how long before you had those on hold. In order to find a book, you would go here to Explore, and they will give you some suggestions here that you could break down by different topics. There are a lot that are automatically available through our program with the Massachusetts Library System. So you could go ahead and click on any of those. So this is an ebook, it might say audiobook there if it were an audiobook. If this were one that you wanted and it had the blue borrow, you could go ahead. It's as easy as just clicking on borrow, and then the book shows up here. So you could, in order to start reading, you just start scrolling through here. In order to get those toolbars, you click right in the middle. And then up here, you can see you could change if you wanted it by a single page, or if you wanted it a 2-page setup similar to a actual book. You could bookmark pages. Up here, you could also change your settings if you wanted to make the font much bigger. You could go back to a regular black and white. You could add a dark contrast. It's definitely up to you. You could change the font in which this was. If you are wanting to use any of these fonts, you could do that as well so that it's set to your preference. Down here, this bubble will always show you currently which book you're reading. Down here, it will show you the progress that you've made in order to complete the whole book. Or if you wanted to jump ahead, you could quickly scroll over there. When you're in here reading, if there's a word that you don't know, you hold, and then it will highlight, and then you could just quickly define it, and it will show you what that word means there. If your teacher perhaps, or you wanted to save, there was something that you wanted to save, this quote here, say, again, you click on it, and then you would highlight it. You could change the color of the highlight. You could add a little note. Love what this quote means. And all of those, I'll show you where those are. So you close out of your book. And then remember at our home page, you would go back here to your home page. Here are those recently defined words that you did. Down here are all of your notes. So let's go to that. This was the one that we just made. You can see it there. If, say, your teacher or somebody or you wanted to have access to all of these notes in one place, you could click on here, get a PDF version of it, or you could save it to your Google Drive. There are other options there. And here it is. Here are all of those quotes that might be helpful for you. And when you're back home, down here, always in the bubble, shows you exactly which book you were reading last. So you could click on that to get right back to where you were reading. And lastly, your shelf shows you all of the books that you have out. It could also show you any of the holds that you might have as well. Please feel free to stop on into the library if you have any questions, or if there are books that you want, please let me know. We're happy to buy those and continue to build our ebook collection.